What's going on, everybody? Duncan 1900, Bumbling Acres, Naturally, and CJJL Forge. Pete's Little Homestead. What's going on, y'all? Woo! Welcome to this special edition of the Big Bear Homestead live and in color. Y'all about to see a murder because there's like two flies running around here, and y'all about to witness
because it was so nice outside that we had the door open and
some hardcore homestead kung fu up in this piece, because I'm about to watch
who was going here?
my uncle. Hey, let me call you back. I'm live on YouTube right now. Alright, come and join us.
Hello, guys.
I think he hung up already.
Yep.
So.
Mama Z, Dutch Off-Grid Homestead Paradise. Hello. So how many of you
See, Homestead
are
Paradise.
exhausted? Just saying.
I want to know, do they have their own theme music? And
Dun, 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 dun,
and
dun.
did
Dun, dun, dun.
the turd herder sing it for them?
I like mine with lettuce and tomato. That's what I was thinking. I better not sing any more of that. We'll get demonetized.
Hello,
What?
Homestead Paradise, Gangster's Paradise, the movie.
Oh, I was like going cheeseburger in paradise. I'm sorry. Totally different.
Yeah.
What you making, Robin? Is she in here?
Who? Are you making it for somebody?
Is Mama Sharon here?
No, I don't see her in here yet. Is that heater on? Because if so, it is.
It's not.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It is a shawl. Big old shawl.
Like Shawshank?
No, but it goes like this.
So what would you do if I
I
started?
will kick you in the no-no square. I'm just saying.
Stop.
So it goes like
Don't touch
this,
me,
and then it's going to go down. I don't know if y'all saw, was it for my birthday? Was it my birthday live or one of the lives that we did? I was wearing my pink one, and Sherry was there, and she saw it. So it was heaven on earth.
Ooh.
Ooh, heaven.
No, it's ooh, baby. Do you know what?
Yes,
That's what?
heaven's place on earth. I'm still exhausted from the trip. I'm exhausted. Hey, Anita.
Anita in the house.
Yeah.
Wanderlust in the house.
Yeah. So I was asking, how many of y'all are exhausted? Because I know I am.
I don't know why you ain't done nothing all day.
I'll stab you. Ain't done nothing all day.
So,
If I
you know
ain't
what?
done
You
nothing
didn't
all
send me
day-
those pictures
What pictures?
of the turkey. We're going to have to hold them up. What's up, Mark? So, we ate our Thanksgiving
There's
meal
Mama Sharon.
around like 2:30ish sometime. It was our turkey. Bandana Grandma!
What's up, Banana Grandma?
It was our turkey. She weighed
14 pounds.
14 pounds and 24 ounces. And
14 pounds.
she was 800 millimeters long.
Mama Sharon said, "Ooh, that yarn looks familiar."
No, she was a big girl. I mean, she was big boned.
Well, what's funny is
She had a lot of junk in her trunk. Even more after time Robin got done with her.
what's funny is that we normally like try to top out the scale when we go to the grocery store to get one.
Yeah.
Like we try to get the biggest one we can find. And so we always get like a 20 pounder or something like that.
Something like that.
And I have to tell you, I don't know where this 20 pounds came from before, but last year there were 5 of us. And we still didn't have as many leftovers as we had today. I mean, we have more, we have way more leftovers. Like, way more. But we only had a 14-pound turkey, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but last year we had Wanderlust.
Oh, we had Sydney last year. I forgot.
We had Wanderlust.
No, it was Sydney. It was all Sydney's fault. I forgot we had Wanderlust.
We had Wanderlust
right.
here, and I think they had. Didn't you guys bring your son?
Brought their son, I think. I forgot that we had all that company last year.
Sid,
I was just thinking it was just Blaze. I forgot.
No, Bubba was still here.
Yeah.
Now it was just the 4 of us.
Yeah, but for the 4 of us, that 14-pound turkey.
We actually got through 1 leg and 1 breast.
And I don't even know that she got completely through that 1 leg.
No, she ate that whole leg.
Did she?
Yeah. She ate the whole leg. But we had mac and cheese, green bean casserole, mashed taters, and the turkey.
It's all Sydney's fault. That's what I'm saying. I was walking through the garden today and I found some peas and I had to giggle. I was like, "Aw, Sydney's not here to eat them."
And let me tell you something. I missed having Wanderlust and Sydney and.
It did feel kind of lonely at the table today.
Yeah, it was cool.
Very
quiet.
quiet. Well, I mean, we laughed and had fun, but.
But it wasn't this. The atmosphere wasn't the same.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
When you're able to have friends and stuff.
Visit, laugh.
Yeah.
No, it's just. Yours wasn't pumped full of. See, that's what I was getting at. Is I'm wondering if when they're putting the weight on these, if some of that is the juices and stuff that they like when, because when you drain a turkey, like for instance, and you didn't see this, but when we unpacked our turkey, like there was hardly any liquid to come out of it. When you unpack a turkey from the store,
there's no poo juice.
There's a bunch of
poo juice.
Solution. Yeah, they had so much solution. And so I'm so tired. I don't even want to deal with leftovers. Couldn't cook for Mom because of us getting over cooties. So yeah, so that was Arthur, I saw you earlier. I don't know why Jason didn't call your name out.
Because, see, I trained myself not to call his name. I don't know why.
See, that's the problem. So, Arthur thinks he's being, he's using his personal account to be all cool. But Jason's like OPSEC. And so, he doesn't want to call him out by name. So then he's like, well, crap, let me go back to my other account. Yeah. So that was the thing that I was getting at, is that our 14-pound turkey was nothing but meat and bone.
That's what she said.
And why is that? Why do they add all of that? I don't know.
It's not that they... Well, yes, you do. Oh, see, now you're pushing buttons.
Kimberly Williams, what's up?
It's not that they add it. See, what happens is the way the turkeys get processed in the commercial industry is no different than the way the chickens get processed. So you literally they're grabbing these turkeys and they're taking 1 foot and they're hooking it on the conveyor belt and it's swinging down, and you got a worker there that's
more than likely illegal immigrant.
So he's probably getting paid way below minimum wage
in cash.
And they're just cutting heads off, and then it goes down this conveyor belt to where it gets dumped, then plucked on another conveyor belt to where it then goes into a big tub. And in this, then it gets eviscerated somewhere in there, in that process. And they don't care if they nick the intestines or anything and they get poo all over the place. So then these turkeys go into this big vat. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's like one of them big $300-$400 above ground swimming pools that you got at Walmart. And then they sit in there. And then after so long, because they're washing them, mm-hmm. they bring them out, hook them up on another conveyor belt. Well, on the bottom of these said pools, it's like a cesspool. There's probably about 6 to 8 inches of fecal matter down there. So then they have to eradicate all of the E. coli and salmonella and everything that they
That was in the water.
that they can get from the water. And so they pump them through radiation or they spray them down with pneumonia. And turkeys...
Ammonia.
Turkeys and chickens, they're very porous.
Yes.
So when they're in that vat of water, they're soaking up that water. Then when they go to the next one, they're soaking up that stuff. And then they spray them and wash them all over again. Then they pretty much put them in the bags or however they get packaged, heat shrunk bags,
right,
to come to you. So, and then when they get that heat shrunk bag, it starts squeezing that bird. So then it's kind of squeezing a lot of that water, fecal water, and waste water, chemical water out, and then it's sitting on the bottom of the turkey. And then when you open up that bag, it releases some of the pressure. So what does the skin of that turkey do? Sucks some of it back up. And so you're eating all of that. Not to completely ruin your Thanksgiving. But
Yummer.
Hey, that's what it really is.
How's my phone doing? So that's a funny story. So after dinner, I wanted some exercise. So I decided that I would go walk around the farm to see, just to kind of take it all in. Because the last couple of days have been pretty emotional as far as being happy emotional, not being sad emotional. And so I wanted to kind of take stock of everything that we had. And, excuse me. So one of the other things that we're trying to do, is I walked over to where the piglets are, the first batch of piglets. Go ahead.
I can time him out.
No, you can't time him out. But, so I went over to where the piglets were, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to move the first batch away from mom because they are weaned. Mm-hmm. But we're trying to control them because they're still small enough they can get through the slats on the fence. So we're trying to put them, we started using one of our old chicken tractors where the bottom is open, and let them get in there and control route and area and move them around. So we were going to pick up another one and bring it in because we've got 2 in there now. Well, it wasn't going the way we wanted it to go. So I went out into the pasture to swing around to the other side, and all of a sudden I see Carol just take off. And she's running back towards the fence line, and I was like, what is she doing? And the next thing that I see, or I hear, I see Carol go down almost into the pond, and then I started hearing squealing. And I'm like, oh, she must have caught one. So Ladessa starts taking off. Uh-huh. And she goes to grab another one. And so then after that, what are you doing?
Just keep talking.
So then, after that was done, she started taking off, Ladessa started taking off, and I'm hearing horrible squealing, and then I hear major grunting, and the pallet fence is doing like this, and I'm like, oh God, this is gonna be bad.
It was raising the roof.
So I take off, and I've got my phone in my back pocket. I take off running. I go and grab some feed to try and distract them and bring them over to some feed. So I grab not even half a bucket, like a quarter of a bucket. And I go and dump it over. And then they've got the piglet and they're taking it off. Still squealing a little bit, but not too bad. But they're all distracted on that. And I'm like, oh, crisis averted. And then I'm like, where's my phone? And I grab my back pocket and I'm like, shoot, did I put it down somewhere when I went to get the feed? You start thinking did I put it down when I tried to get the feed? And then I was like, no. And I'm like, Ladessa, have you got my phone? She's like, no. So I turn around and I start backtracking, and I look out in the pasture and my phone had fallen out of my pocket. So I went back to get it, and it was laying on a cow patty. So, yeah. So I had to clean it. It's okay. But, yeah, that was fun. So you want to tell everybody about your VA mischief?
I mean, pretty much everybody probably saw it on my Facebook Live when I went to vent.
Okay.
But long story short, we scheduled to have a cow processed many moons ago. And we got it in, got it down, and Wednesday was the time for us to go pick it up. So I was going to kill two birds with one stone. Drop my new glasses, the prescription for my new glasses, down at the VA. Let them do all of their measuring and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And be done with it, you know, because they said that we called them to ask. See, this is one of the things that really got my dander up. We actually called them to ask what the process was, and
before we even physically talked to a person, there is a 1.5, almost 2-minute long message.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning, before you're even allowed to push a button for this, for this extension, for that extension. A minute is almost 2 minute long. Not one mention of anything protocol wise.
And so went down there. I even took a mask because I knew that was going to be mandatory. I knew how to play the game. All right, but I had Ladessa with me. Carol had something up here that she had to do, but Carol's 15, almost 16. I can leave her at the house by herself. Ladessa's 13.
Just turned 13.
So, and Ladessa wanted to go because this was her.
This was Harry Potter.
This was Potter. This is one of the cows that she raised up, and she wanted to see it all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have a problem with it. So, made sure she had a mask. Went down there. Sure enough, they were sitting right there at the front door, so we put our masks on. They said 100% ID check. So I got my ID out. We walked up, and the one lady asked me, and she's like, Do you have any flu-like symptoms, any cough, blah, blah, blah. No. Good. Went to show her my ID. She looked back. She's like, is she with you? I was like, yeah, it's my daughter. Is she over the age of 18? No. Well, she can't come in. When did this happen? Well, she just can't come in. Okay, then what am I supposed to do with her? I have to go not even 200 yards down there, drop this off.
Pick out my frames.
And turn around and leave. Why can't she come? She just can't. Nobody under the age of 18 can come. I said, so the kid that just turned 17 enlists, goes to boot camp, was a grunt, gets shipped over to the sandbox, gets hurt, comes back, can't even come into your VA because he doesn't turn 18 for a couple more weeks. That's what you're telling me? That's just the policy. Okay? Then how come you guys didn't say this?
Yeah.
I drove an hour and a half to get here. Sir, what's the big deal? Just go lock her up in your car.
What?
I actually thought, you know what? I'm having a bad day. I got a headache. Maybe I'm hearing stuff. I said, excuse me? Just take her back out to the parking lot and lock her up in the car. And I'm still dumbfounded. I'm like, did you just tell me? Now my voice is getting hot, louder, and a whole lot more authority to it. Did you just tell me to lock my child in the car?
In Augusta, in a not very great part of Augusta.
She said, yes. And I said, okay. Are you guys purposely trying to set vets up that way you can lock us up or something? Because then you send your little security guard around and have Child Protective Services call because I left my 13-year-old locked in a car? So let's just forget the fact that that's just completely illegal to begin with. Well, no, that wouldn't happen.
Okay.
I'm hot. I'm fuming. I call Robin. I said, get Congressman da-da-da-da-da on the phone now. They just refused my service. They would not let me in the building because LaDessa's with me, and they told me to lock my child in the car. And Robin was like, well, what's their names? So I go back and I said, hey.
Because we've been through this once before. And I've had somebody tell me, we need names.
So
he went back in to go ask for some names.
One guy really wouldn't give up his name. And then he was like, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so, and that's so-and-so. And I said, because at first he was like, why do you need our names? I said, because I'm calling my congressman. I said, this is ridiculous. And so I got the names, and I'm getting ready to leave, and he was like, calling your congressman. I bet you don't even know who your congressman is, do you? What's his name? And I stopped, because I was going to throat punch this kid. He was mid-20s. I was fixing to just
wear him
open
out.
up a can. And I just happened to see LaDessa standing over there, and I'm like, you know what? If I kill this dude, that's going to scar her for the rest of her life. So I literally turned around again and started walking, and he was like, yeah, that's what I thought. And I literally told LaDessa, I said, go to the car. And I started jogging away because I knew that if I stood there any second, me and this guy was going to lock horns, and he was going to lose bad. And so I got out to the parking lot, and I just went live on Facebook. Boom. I'm finishing up my live. I said everything that I had to say. 2 security guards come walking down. I'm walking over to the car, and they said, hey, sir, you got to get out of here. You've caused enough of a disturbance around here, and we need you to leave. I said, come again. You need to get out of here or we're going to call the cops. And I was like, you know what?
Go ahead.
If I didn't have something else better to do, I would take your bet.
Mm-hmm.
I said, because you have no idea who I am. You're in my town. I grew up here. Every cop that's on Richmond County, at some point in time, I've either drank beer or played football with them. So,
yeah,
thinking about getting me in handcuffs, that's slim to none that's going to happen there because Richmond County is a good old boy system.
Mm-hmm.
And I just happen to be a good old boy.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, you know what? Whatever. I got in the car and left. So when the congressman that's on his way out gives me a call, I'm not putting a whole lot of weight in him.
No, because he's leaving January 3rd.
He's leaving January 3rd. But old Mr. Clyde,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be on him like a rabid pit bull. Do not be surprised by any chance or any means because I'm going to dig my teeth into this guy, that if you don't see me in Washington with him doing something for vets, because I was talking with some friends in a Marco Polo that were vets, and one of my friends in there, she's a female soldier. She's had a tremendous amount of problems like this also, and she's a single mom. A stay-at-home mom. So this dog is now in the fight, and it's definitely not over.
So, 2 families saying video, you can't.
Can't.
You're not allowed to film on their property.
Yeah.
That's why they asked him to leave, because he's not supposed to do that.
So, other than that, this week has been pretty good. We got 3/4 of a cow in the freezer now because we sold 1/4 of it. Put a little, that helped pay for the processing fee. So we pretty much, between the transport fee because I don't have a truck and the processing fee, I think our total price
About $200
is about, when it comes down per pound with as much meat we got, it's probably about 50 cents a pound.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're paying for beef. I got some really nice looking steaks, got some really nice looking roasts. and a lot of ground beef. So,
oh, y'all get to see me cry.
Oh, can I pull
Oh, no, I don't. I don't have to cry. I was at the end of the row. Woo! No, you don't get to pull it.
So I can't do this?
No.
Not even a little bit?
I will stab you.
Okay. So, that piglet didn't make it, Duncan.
Yeah, Piglet didn't make it.
And,
yeah.
But overall, it was a good week. And I know a lot of people are just thinking, you know what, Jason, that's just 2020. It's just 2020, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? In all honesty, y'all, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. When we're sitting around and we were talking today about what we're thankful for this year. Like Carol was thankful that Blaze was in California because she got the drumstick.
She got the drumstick. She was like, I'm thankful that Blaze is in California. I was like, what? She goes, I get a drumstick.
I get a drumstick.
She was funny.
What,
hey, Dawn.
What was Ladessa thankful for? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think she said pineapple. I don't remember.
What are you thankful? What are you thankful for? Besides me?
I'm thankful for just this. I'm telling you, there's too much. There's too much. It is. I mean, here it is, basically almost December, and I harvested a full shopping bags full of peppers and tomatoes and eggplant still.
Mm-hmm.
And we left all of the Swiss chard and the kale. But we still have radishes. We're leaving the radishes in the ground until we have dinner that we're going to cook them with. But yeah, so that's one thing that I'm super grateful for is that, I mean, we have so many things still right at our fingertips. So.
Hey, Kimberly Williams, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget the bell. Hit all, please.
So I think that's a pretty big one. Food security is huge. I'm pretty thankful for that.
I am.
Yes, I still am getting eggplants.
Believe it or not, and I need y'all to hear me out before you start running out the room, unsubscribing, thinking that I have flown the cuckoo's nest.
Oh God, here we go.
Hear me out, okay? I am thankful for this year. I am thankful for 2020. I heard it.
It's dark.
We'll just roll with it and see what happens. Could be shooting a coyote.
Okay.
And this is why. This is some things come here in November that 2020 has taught me, that 2020 has brought to my attention. In 2020, I learned or remembered how to just kill a fly. How to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
How to just slow down and listen to the Lord, hear the Lord, and relax. Because if 2020 wouldn't have happened the way that it would have has gone down, I wouldn't have probably taken the time to fully rejoice in Blaze's success so far in the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
I just probably would have been like,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Of course he was going to be successal. Third generation jarhead. It's in his blood. You know?
Of course, today we were just thankful that he was so smart that we didn't have to tell him not to use a spatula. I mean...
You know, and I wouldn't have slowed down to truly appreciate my oldest daughter, her art that she does. If I wouldn't have had been forced to slow down just a little bit, I wouldn't have had the time for her to go, hey, Daddy, look at this. Look what I made.
Yeah, that's very true.
2020 also taught me how to go through the grieving process. I wasn't so busy that I wasn't able to fully grieve over the loss of my dog. My boy, my homie. I would have just, if all this stuff wouldn't have happened in 2020 where we all had to slow down and nobody could go to work and you couldn't go out and do this and you couldn't go out and do that and lumber prices went through the roof, all this stuff, I'd have been still running wide open. And I would have pushed all of that emotion and everything down and probably would have stuck it in a couple of cheeseburgers or a couple of pizzas, you know, a bunch of big box of tacos.
That's why 2020 sucks. You figured out tacos.
That's one thing I don't like about 2020 because it slowed me down enough to realize that the tacos from Taco Bell, each taco is like 220 some calories. And so that's why I'm fat.
God!
What? What?
When Duncan was here, we were supposed to give her painting from Carol. Dadgummit.
Well, that's Duncan's fault. She got us distracted.
No. I even said, Brenda, it's funny because I even said to Jason, when she gets here, we'll be able to give her her painting.
Yep.
Dang it. I'll shove it in a box and send it to you.
2020 also taught me to be thankful for my friends. And kind of helped me sift through the sifter to find out who my true friends are. Who are the ones that are going to love me through thick and thin.
I love what Patrick said. He said, this year has made our family closer and more patient with our son. We're homeschooling him now and couldn't be happier.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. And that was another one. I even said to Jason too, I was like, dang it, Misty was here and I should have given her stupid painting. So I got to Carol has them somewhere. And I have to put them, I'm just going to have to put them in a box and send them off. So. Sorry.
But 2020 has taught me patience. Taught me how to grieve. Fully grieve all the way through. It's taught me to appreciate things that before probably would have just been little blips on a radar screen. You know? I wouldn't have been able to appreciate some of the projects that Carol does when she gets in her artsy moods. I wouldn't have been able to, I would have looked at them and be like, oh yeah, baby, that's beautiful, because they are. But to fully appreciate what they are.
Wild woodland lavender.
And what it took for her to create that. 2020 made me appreciate all of y'all even more. And strengthen relationships with some of y'all out there. And it made me also kind of take, how can I say this?
Hey, Terry.
To not put as much weight in the crap that I see on the local news.
Definitely not on the local news.
What I hear on the radio, stuff like that. 2020 also refilled my sails of the American dream and the hope and the spirit of America. Yeah, we're fussing at each other right now, but you can also see and hear different stories coming out where people are still loving on one another. I got off the phone now.
Hey, Morgan.
Hey, Morgan, what's going on, buddy? I want to put this bee in y'all's bonnet. I don't know. A lot of you old timers. I don't say old timers.
And he doesn't mean old people.
I mean people that's been
on YouTube and around
for a
everything
while.
for a while.
Y'all may or may not remember a channel called J0. Okay? Back during the Obama administration, when they shut down the coal mines, his neck of the woods, he's up there in the Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, that coal mining area. They got hit hard when that happened, and we had to do a coat drive for them before, and but put this in the bag of your bonnet. I got off the phone with J0 today, and they went through, and a bunch of them got together and pulled their funds to go through to make sure a lot of the elders have freezers full to be able to try to make it through the winter, because they're he said that they've gotten the forecast that they're going to get a hard winter storm up that way this weekend coming. I'm always in touch with J0. If that community again, because he'll tell me straight away if we need to do another coat drive or something like that, and he'll get me the address and stuff like that. Just keep that on your back burner. If you are going through a closet trying to purge stuff right now and you're running across old kids' coats, just old coats you don't want anymore, hey, do me a solid. Stick it in a trash bag for right now. Stick it off to the side. Because I got a funny feeling. I don't know. I just got this feeling that we may need to help that Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia community again here in the near future, because with these lockdowns and everything, I mean, it's a poor community to begin with.
Mm-hmm. That's what Dee was saying. They were already poverty stricken as it was. That
it's going to hurt them just really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I share that to reemphasize the fact that one of the things that I'm thankful for when I said I'm thankful for 2020 is because it has taught me to just sit back and watch and watch people come together and work and love on one another. And so, as I know, we look at 2020 right now through these
Broussard, what's up?
These negative glasses, because so many bad things have happened this year so far. You've had the virus. You've had all the riots. You've had all of the fires, hurricanes. The Broussards went through like 2 big hurricanes almost back to back. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of just crazy things that happened this year. But let's, all the junk going on with the election, let's take those negative glasses on and put some positive ones on and try to look at it from a different point of view and say, okay, America has been knocked down to her knees because of all the social unrest, the virus,
Right.
the fires, the hurricanes, all of that stuff. It's just been like one big perfect storm to really put a hurting on this country.
Mm-hmm.
But then tried to look at some of the positive aspects of it. Communities coming together to help each other rebuild. The support for first responders and nurses and everything. The love and support that's gone out towards our elderly, the protective bubble that we try to put around our seniors.
I know one thing I'm thankful for.
This.
No. Walmart is closed today. That's what I'm happy for.
The fact, what's up, Howard? The fact that we are all remembering what family is supposed to be like. What family is supposed to do for one another. And the fact that family doesn't necessarily always mean blood.
Yes.
Solid relationships are being formed through this.
Yes.
And healing will happen. So I'm thankful for 2020. I'm thankful for the lessons that 2020 taught me. The things that 2020 brought up to the top. It sifted out to the top. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Ouch.
Because, I mean, let's be honest. We got some pretty ugly skeletons in our closet as a nation. Some of those need to be brought out to the top. And they need to be sifted and thrown into the trash. What are they shooting at? It's gotta be coyotes over there at that
I guess.
cow pasture. It's gotta be. But the one major thing that I am so thankful for is I stumbled across hog hunting from helicopters.
Oh, you had me going. You had me going. I was sitting here going, he's not about to get cheesy on me. Because you're like, and one thing I'm so grateful for this year.
Oh, you thought I was going to talk about you? Hog hunting from helicopters, y'all. That's a thing in Texas. I love Texas. Texas is an awesome state, boy. Any state that you can go in and then for $2,500 for a weekend covers your lodging, your meals, your ammo, the firearms, the fuel in the chopper.
Yep.
They give you a semi-automatic weapon, AR-15, pump action, or semi-automatic shotgun, whatever which one you want. And they take you up in a helicopter. And it's open season.
As soon as they fly over, you see them like scatter like cockroaches. And these guys hanging out the side, they're like, bah, 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 bah.
I just want a belt-fed weapon.
That was one of the ones we saw.
5-point harness. No, he had
he had the
drum magazine.
Yeah.
I want a belt-fed weapon. I want like Carol or somebody right here beside just going, get him, Daddy, and just feeding the belt. And let me have like a 5-point harness so I can lean out that window.
That's what things become when people don't raise their own food. No, that's not what this is.
No, this is the wild hog population in Texas has gotten
so bad,
out of control. And basically they think they traced it back to 1 or 2 farms that they imported the Russian boars in there because they wanted they were trying to crossbreed with another pig to be able to get a more beefier pig. It was an experiment. Well, they didn't really do their homework because Russian boars are very hard to contain.
Extremely. And don't ask us how we know.
Had a bunch of them get out. Well, they breed like rabbits.
I mean, we showed you how many piglets can happen. 16.
Yeah. And
1 pig, 16.
They have now, I think they said that there is close to 2 or 3 billion.
I don't remember. It was an astronomical number
in there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Basically the one quote unquote what they called a season from the helicopters, they killed over 20,000 hogs.
And he said it wasn't even a dent.
He said it was less than 2% of the population.
Yeah.
So.
But see, this to me is like America. Like, this is what I think is like definitive of America. You have farmers who have a problem. And originally, they were paying a helicopter company to pay their guys to get in the helicopter and shoot these hogs. Well, now they're like, wait a minute. We can make money off of this. And now we don't have to charge the farmers. So now the farmers don't have to pay for it.
They worked something out with the state of Texas that part of that $2,500 also covers your
license,
hunting license
right,
or permit, and you get to go in there. The farmers don't have to pay. Mm-hmm. So these guys throw you and a buddy in a helicopter. You're on one side, your buddy's on the other, and
that's funny. Oh, he was talking about something totally different.
Yeah.
He was like, I just realized I was watching about 30 minutes behind. That's funny.
And so
we do have a lag, though. That's why I thought that maybe it was that, because there's a pretty big lag.
So I want to get together with like Jeremiah, Chris from Single Dad,
Brett would be fun.
Brett, yeah. if he wanted to go, Mark from Wanderlust, if he wanted to go, and whoever else really wants to go. But I'm trying to get with Jeremiah and Chris to thinking about trying to do it next year on the Marine Corps birthday. So any other Marines out there, if you guys want to join us, if we get this locked in, let me know. And
it would be a lot of fun.
I just think it would be so much fun to do. And to be able to, especially for Jeremiah, Chris, and myself, that would just be like we're back in the Corps.
I don't know about Ben. Ben just started hunting, so.
Yeah.
Morgan said he would probably do it. That would be cool.
Yeah. And
was Morgan in the military?
I don't think so.
I'm just curious. I
don't know. That's a good question.
It's ever come up. So.
Morgan, are you a vet?
I don't know. I've been really enjoying Morgan's videos lately. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but what's happened is
Morgan got zapped in the head by his electric fence, and Robin goes to buy to see if he does anything crazy like that again.
No. no, what happened is, we had all these shorts and all this stuff, and so I started getting interested in finding out why people were so successful. So I wanted to kind of watch the people that everybody else watches to see what's going on. And I went to art school. That's funny. Sorry, I should not be laughing. But it explains so much that I'm
Why
kidding.
are you sure that heater's not on? Because I am burning.
I'm positive it's not hot. But so I feel like an arse because the day that I was talking about him getting hit in the forehead with his electric line, I didn't pay attention to when it was. So yeah, I thought that, I thought that it happened fairly recently, but it had been like a month ago. But yeah, so I've been enjoying some of Morgan's videos because I love his filmography. I love how he captures. It's making me think a little bit more about how we put our videos together.
It's because he went to art school.
Yeah, I mean,
and it shows.
His composition between him, the other one I'm really enjoying. I don't know if you guys are following it right now, but 180 from average, 180 degrees from average or whatever. They're traveling across the country trying to find where they're going to live. And the videos that he's putting together right now, in my opinion, are documentary worthy. They're very good. They keep you entertained. And so if you haven't checked them out, definitely check that out.
So back to the hog hunting. Now this is what happens. And I don't know if it's all in one because I haven't, they hinted to it in the video that it is. But what they do is you go out and you...
Oh God, that scared me.
Bust all these hogs, right? Then you come back at night with thermal scopes and then they bust coyotes from the helicopter. Because the coyotes are out there feeding off of the hog carcasses and stuff. So them guys are coming in there and destroying the overpopulated packs of coyotes. From helicopters.
I mean, it's the truth, Morgan. We probably didn't get a whole lot of time to visit together, but that's usually, I don't watch, as like I said, I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but what I have been watching, I'm usually the YouTube person that's looking for something, like I have information that I'm looking for, and, so a lot of times I don't run across the stuff that, people that we already talk to, because a lot of times the stuff I'm doing, they're already doing, or vice versa. And so, it's a little bit different. But one thing I will say, I watched he did a video talking about doing his ducks. And I absolutely love, he's a great storyteller. I was telling you about this the other day, how he got all of his ducks done. And then he had one duck left. And all I can think about is our chickens that jump out and, they refuse to die. And Morgan had a duck that...
Yeah, you told me about that.
A ninja duck. And it was so funny. It made me... Because I could relate to it, So it made me start thinking maybe I needed to start watching a couple of other people that we, that do kind of some of the same stuff that we do. Because you could definitely relate to some of the struggles. And then his whole... idea of, he's like, you know what, you've earned your keep for the next year. You made a run for it. So oh wow, upgrade to a full auto machine gun, $395 a person. Wow.
So yeah, and that's one of the things I think that we struggle with our videos is being able to tell a story. Now we're very good at teaching, but to be able to share and to be able to tell a story on through
like a vlog style.
We're very, very weak. Very weak at that. We struggle with that a lot, and I think that's why sometimes
Quacky Chan. I love it. The other day you were just calling him the ninja, but I love that name. That is awesome. Good job, Morgan. I love it. Quacky Chan. I love it. He's got great names for his birds. So, I'm sorry. No, I mean, like, so, like, one of the other things was he has a dog that's very similar to ours. I don't think it's a Great Pyrenees. It's that Maremma or whatever it is.
Maremma.
And, yeah, and so I'm always curious as to how Toby behaves. And, it's just fun watching him and Pablo, how they act together.
Later, Brett. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
So, but yeah.
But yeah, that's, in a nutshell, that's kind of what, that's what we're thankful for here. Y'all be in prayer for Blaze, though. He wants to come home so bad.
And I know today is probably, like, he messaged us, and he wanted my pumpkin roll recipe. He asked me about, how to do the gravy, and, like, he's asked me a couple of different Maremma, yeah. And, so I know he's homesick. I know that is something that he's struggling with, because it's funny, because I asked him, well, what are you having? And they put together, their whole group is cooking a meal. So it's like his whole haul. So they're all contributing something, and then they're going to sit down and have this big, huge feast. So I know he's doing that to distract himself, Well,
I mean, in all honesty, that's what we did also.
Mm-hmm.
When, hey, what's going on? I wear aprons. When I was in Okinawa, we got together over at Stassar and Grain's house.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty much our entire platoon.
Mm-hmm.
And they fried a turkey, baked a turkey.
Mm-hmm.
They went all out. And I'm trying to remember, I don't think he had us chip in anything.
Yeah.
We may have chipped in some money, but I really don't.
But he didn't ask for it.
I don't remember doing it, so I can't say, we everybody chipped in.
Yeah.
It may have been all the staff NCOs and the officers that put it together for us, and Crane just had it at his place.
I gotcha.
But I don't remember all of us, us NCOs and under.
Mm-hmm.
We probably did, but we did, and they had a huge spread, and I'm telling you, that was one of it's exactly that. It is a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Because I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas away from home.
Mm-hmm.
My first, 2 or 3 years in the Corps.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, and this is a testimony. When we finish live streams, I tell you guys to be kind to one another.
Mm-hmm.
And just tell you guys that if you see somebody that looks like they're having
a
bad day, tell them, hey, hold a door for somebody. And that comes from a personal experience. My first year in Okinawa, I was walking down the street. It was Christmas Day. And I was homesick. And, I was thinking, I'm not getting Mama's ham, her mashed taters, pumpkin roll, all that kind of stuff. Ain't getting no presents, all that kind of stuff. And I'm walking down the street headed to the USO. I was gonna get some taco rice and cheese, and I think I was gonna go home. I was call my mama and all this because I didn't even have a phone in my barracks room yet. And I'm walking down the street, and I don't know who the guy was because I had my head down, and he was like, "Hey, Merry Christmas, Marine," and that right there made my day.
Mm-hmm.
Something as simple as somebody telling me Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Made my day. And it has stuck with me 20 some odd years later. And it has stuck with me. So when you are out and about, you see somebody that looks like they're down in the dumps, especially if you got a military base around you, simply by saying, Happy Thanksgiving or Merry Christmas, something like that could really make a difference. And so I want you guys to think about that and
that's what I'm making.
Remember that.
Sorry. Cool.
Oh, you got that string right here. Let me pull it.
I'll beat you.
So I think it is time. I think it's time, Robin, that you show what you and your daughter did to that poor turkey.
Oh.
Now, I want everybody out there in YouTube land, I want you to close your eyes for a minute. I want you to pretend that it's about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Right? Mm-hmm. You're coming out of the bathroom because you just got done taking your morning how you doing. And you hear a commotion in the kitchen. And it sounds like your youngest daughter. And all you hear her saying is, "Shove it in there, Mama, shove it in there." And so...
Oh, God, Howard, Kimberly, no.
And so you feel like they're in distress. So you walk at a very
brisk pace.
And you turn the corner and you see this picture. Your little girl is standing on a stool. She has
14-pound turkey.
She has a 14-pound turkey in front of her. She's got both drumsticks in her hands, and she's doing this huge wishbone. So imagine the turkey looks like it's at the OBGYN, and its legs are spread from east to west. And you look, and all of a sudden your wife is squatted down, almost like Johnny Bench, sitting there, and she's like shoving.
Open it a little wider.
Pull them legs apart more, that's how it's not going. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm honestly starting to freak out a little bit. Because Dessa's like, I see turkey parts like this, right? Dessa's face is turning red because she's like Hulk Hogan when he's ripping his shirt off, right? And Robin is down there like, push. Our mobile island is even starting to just, because they got the wheels locked, right? I go around to the other side. And those of you that know, don't say anything. But you would never guess.
Yeah, if you know, don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it. But I have a bottle of a lemon essential oil. To the person that could guess what they were doing to this turkey. So, D, you're out. Mama Z, you're out. Sherry, you're out.
I think Terry's out. I think she
Terry,
saw it on...
Terry's out.
Or maybe she's not. I don't remember. I'm curious if anybody's going to guess. And the doctor says this is called... yeah, Misty, you're out.
I'm going to give it a few more minutes to see. Because this is unbelievable.
Putting a duck in it. Nope.
Nope, not putting a duck in it.
Stuffing a chicken. Nope.
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 Much worse.
Not really. Onions, apples, and carrots. Nope.
Nope.
Stuffing a duck and chicken in it. Nope.
Nope. Much worse.
Filling it with beer. Nope. Rosemary. Nope.
That would have been nice. Mm-hmm. That would have been nice if it was beer.
Stuffing it with a duck. Nope.
Nope.
People put stuffing in it, but I know that's not it. It's usually apples and stuff. Nope. No, they're not going to get it.
Nope. Okay. PB Brown, email me your address because
stuffing pork in it. Nope.
You had the best answer by filling it with beer. I'm going to give you the lemon essential oil.
Sausage. Nope.
No. They were shoving an entire, not chunks, an entire pineapple into this turkey.
Not cut up.
Not cut up. They took the pointy sides off of it.
Right, I took the skin off.
It's like they ran it down a table saw.
No, I cut them off.
And they were, and
I
the
took
pineapple
the top
was like
part
that.
off, right, and the bottom part off. So it was just like what you would get. Think of what you would get in the grocery store and the produce section where they have like the where they've peeled it and put it in there. That's So that's what it was. It was a pineapple.
Yeah, but I'm not done yet. Okay. That wasn't. I don't know what this turkey did in its previous life to get this type of treatment. Uh-oh, girls are fussing at each other again.
Whoa! Come back here.
You need to go handle that.
What did my door do to you?
Nothing.
Apologize to my door.
I'm sorry, door.
Close the door.
So we weren't done. No. Now, I know people have taken chunks of butter and slid them up underneath the skin to help keep the bird moist, right?
Right, so you take your hands and separate the meat from the skin.
Pineapple
only belongs on pizza.
My wife took these orange slices. About
Big,
the size
thick orange slices.
of silver dollars.
Oh no, they're bigger than silver dollars.
Slid them right up onto the breast of the turkey. Why? I don't know.
We wanted the moisture to go down in from the bottom and from the top.
Okay. And then they decided to do salt and pepper.
LaDessa called it body glitter.
So it looked like glitter. Now I'm fixing to show you
I'll post it on Facebook
what
too.
this poor turkey looked like. This is not for the faint of heart. Okay? Not for the faint of heart. Young children, you will have nightmares.
They were huge, double deek.
If you stand a chance of getting triggers, Morgan, they were bigger than the ones that were on the Angel. Just saying. But this is what the backside of
That's not gonna show it.
turkey looked like. Hold on, I just gotta get the angle right because of the lighting.
Oh, you're not gonna be able to see it.
Hold on.
No.
You know what? Hold on. We'll get it. Robin, send them to me on Facebook real quick, please. You okay?
What's going on?
Put on the happy face. What are you guys fussing about?
I was in the kitchen doing all the dishes, getting everything finished up, and as soon as the alarm goes off, I get sent out here.
Okay.
And I'm letting her use my computer to talk to Nick.
Okay.
I'm fixing to turn that off. It's
tell her
fine.
to get off the
I got
computer.
it. Nope. I got it. I will turn it off right now.
Yeah.
That's easy.
We're going to upload these pictures.
There should be 3 of them coming to you.
Yeah.
Too much of a glare. Yeah, we're going to... He's going to send them to you right now.
We're going to bring them up right now.
Meanwhile, I am going to flex my... She
Mom.
said on her computer, right? So I got to go through her computer.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
That's the body. The first one's the body glitter. Second one is
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Y'all ain't not going to believe what happened to this poor turkey. I'm going to tell y'all that much right now.
Was it good?
Oh, yeah, she was good. It was fantabulous.
Right. So the pineapple was as I suspected. The keeping it whole like that, as the inside of the bird got hot, the pineapple sweated and it provided moisture inside of the bird. Then the oranges on the inside and the butter on the inside of the skin provided all of the moisture from the top going down into the breast. I have never, I'm 43 years old. I have never had a turkey breast meat that tender in my entire life. It was fantastic. What are you doing?
I'm trying to fix this here.
Well, it looks like it's already up there.
Would you stop, please?
Hey, Samson, what's up?
Hold on. Alright, that took that off. Alright, let's see which. Yeah, and by rights, it should just bring it. Yeah,
Yes.
There we go.
There you
Over
go.
here.
My pats. I didn't have turkey. I had prime rib. That's nice. Yeah, I know some people who do that have that do prime rib. Do other things like that. There we go.
Okay. Bam.
I also got a chance to use my pie plate that I got. We never do turkey, always do ham. For Thanksgiving? Not too much. I was shooting shotgun shell primers early at 50 yards with a 22. Huh.
Was that you I just heard?
I know, right? So, but yeah, as far as flavor, it didn't make my turkey taste like pineapple. It didn't make it taste like lemon or anything, or orange or anything like that. It just provided the moisture that I thought it needed in order to make sure it didn't dry out. And the reason for that was because this turkey was like a year old. So I was a little nervous that the meat might be a little tough. So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to, be an issue. So that was my big thing, was making sure that there was enough moisture and to cook it. And I cooked it lower, like most people cook it 350, 375. I cooked it like 325. So definitely made a difference cooking it lower, slower, and then adding all of that moisture. made a huge difference. And then we put, like I said, we put the butter in there and then salt and pepper, and it did really well. So, okay. So, I would do the pineapple first.
Okay. Hold on. Let me take that back down like that. All right. So, now.
Washington County News Station, Utah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Washington County News Station. All right. So, here we go. This is what the backside of my turkey.
What you saw when you walked in.
I kind of saw the back of your head.
Yeah, after I finished.
Okay? This is after she got done. Look at how the drumstick is a little bruised.
No, it's already like that. Really?
They stretched this puppy good. Mm-hmm. Okay? So now remember, my youngest daughter was holding them open. Mm-hmm. Whammo. Mods, pay attention for me, please. And so that's what the back of the turkey looked like.
Yeah.
All right. Just when you didn't think it could not get any worse. All right. Here's what the front of my turkey looked like.
Nathan, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Yep, so that's the front. That's the chest.
Front of my turkey.
That's the breast area.
All right. Alright, so there's the front of the turkey. Now those are oranges.
Uh-huh.
Oranges.
Implants, exactly.
And then here's the finished product from an overview.
Yep, body glitter. Those breasts ain't natural. Those are implants. Where's her pole?
It's coming out her butt.
Oh, Madonna turkey. Down under, what's up?
And so that's what my turkey looked like when it went into the oven.
We didn't take any pictures of when it was done. Because the skin actually had a hole. I don't know if you could see it in one of those pictures, but it had a small hole in it, and as the moisture and everything, it kind of pulled away. And why does your turkey have boobs?
That is what I asked myself this year also. But let me tell you guys something. That turkey was so moist and tender and full of juices and full of flavor that I want her to jam a pineapple in every turkey's. I want her to jam it in there before we kill it.
Ow. One party foul. One thing that we did wrong. When you buy a turkey in the store, it comes with the neck, the giblets, all of that stuff. When we processed our turkey, just out of habit,
we put them in another bag.
We put them in a bag with a bunch of other, because we were doing chickens as well. So we just put all that stuff together. And so we did not have the stuff to make pan gravy. So, we know that next time we butcher a turkey, we're going to have to, do that. Obviously, we're not going to pack it inside the bird, but we'll, attach it, put it with the bird or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, guys, if you liked that turkey, go ahead and smash that thumbs up for me. We got 37 folks in here and 23 likes. Let's get that pumped up to help us out with the old YouTube algorithm.
Oh, I make an awesome giblet gravy. That's the problem. And the girls were even like, man. I was like, I'm sorry.
But I will say this. That turkey... That turkey was amazing. It had a different flavor to it.
Now, we did use that injectable thing from Tony Hatchery's.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the flavor.
And you used the jalapeno one, right?
No, I used the Creole butter one. But I think tomorrow I'll go to the store and go get... Because we have another bird that's 9 pounds, and we've thought about going ahead and cooking that and getting the meat and getting it all set up. But I thought about getting the jalapeno butter one and setting that one up the same way, and do another pineapple. Try to find a smaller one this time so that it doesn't stick out as bad. But I'll tell you, the other thing that was surprising is the pineapple was delicious too.
Yeah, the pineapple soaked up all the turkey juices in it, and it was good.
Yeah, and it the back end of it that was sticking out browned a little, so it was very good.
Yeah.
So it was surprising that just overall, and I'm one of the if you have an idea of how things work. Sometimes you can go outside the box and just be like, I'm going to try something different. And that's what it was, is I was looking through the papers. We didn't have to buy a lot this week for groceries because of, what we're having. And so I was like, I started looking at everything. And one of the things that was on sale was pineapple. And, I know people will do, pineapple in their stuffing, or they do pineapple in different ways.
Like my mama makes a pineapple casserole.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Pineapple upside down cake.
And so I was thinking, pineapple, and then I was like, I wonder. And so that's what was funny, is I hadn't told Jason that's what I was gonna do, and so he came in this morning and he's like, what the heck is going on in here? And I'm like, Dessa, spread the legs a little bit further. Still got a couple inches to go.
Here come the jokes. Could have left that out, but I've learned over the years to trust Robin when it comes to cooking stuff. She pulls me out of my comfort zone sometimes. See, my mama didn't like a lot of spice. Mm-mm. My mom cooks very, very bland. Mm-hmm. I grew up with very, very bland. It wasn't until I really got into the Marine Corps, got out there and started really going different places around the world, that I really started learning about herbs and spices. And I'm not just talking about the ones at KFC. And so I have learned, Robin and I celebrated 15 years of marriage.
Last Monday.
Monday?
This
no,
past
Tuesday.
Monday.
Tuesday. 23rd. What's Tuesday? That's what the calendar says. Wait a minute. No, it starts on Sunday. So yeah, like I said, Monday. Why are you trying to argue with me? And so...
yeah, the pineapple was perfect. It was great.
And so... this year, we couldn't do anything for our anniversary. One, Robin had to go all the way to Greenville on Monday with her job. And so she didn't get home till almost 7 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And plus, everything's closed down. Mm-hmm. There's curfews and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So we couldn't really do anything. Mm-hmm. And we were also building up to knowing we were going to have this feast today. So we were kind of like,
Yeah. A woman's kitchen is her science lab. That is absolutely...
Yeah, who said that? Anita?
Brenda.
Brenda?
Yeah. Who needs video games when you got a pineapple and a butterball? I need make a T-shirt that says that. Who needs video games?
And so I've learned over the years to just sit back and shut up. And I have... Now, the frustrating thing is Robin gets in her science lab sometimes and makes these amazing meals. Like some of the best things that you've ever tasted in your life. And I'll be eating it and then it hits me.
You didn't write that down, did you?
I said, you didn't write this down, did you? Nope. Said, I'm never going to have this again as long as I live. Probably not.
Well, you know what's funny? Today we were actually having a conversation with our daughters about, making sure that we have everything, written down as far as our menu goes for the week and follow the recipe and make sure you pull out the meat and all that stuff. And it was so hard for me because I was telling them, like, you guys can't go off. Like, you can't go left when the recipe says right. Because you have not been...
Your palates haven't...
Right, you haven't figured it out yet. So, when I have to have spaghetti because you didn't pull out the stuff for Salisbury steaks, and I'm not talking about the frozen kind, like the kind you make yourself, it kind of sucks. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Anita, we're actually going to do taco Pop-Tarts. I got the pie crust for those. So we're going to do those. And now that we have the oven and we've got our own beef, so the ground beef, so now we'll be able to make our own little mixture, put it all together, and we will definitely do this. Maybe we'll do that this weekend. That might be fun.
That'd be a good one to do.
Yeah. So... Good night, Morgan. Have a good one. That was another thing. So I made...
Good night, Morgan. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
I made pumpkin pie for the first time ever.
That was amazing.
It just wasn't deep enough. So the pie dish that I got, I don't know how many of y'all saw, but I got a Pioneer Woman pie dish.
You should say that with a little bit more love and respect, especially because of who sent that to you.
Right, and I appreciate who sent that to me. And it's beautiful. So,
I'm still not feeling it.
But my pie crust was not large enough because I used the store-bought pie crust. And even rolling it out, it still shrunk when I tried to put it down in there. So, it's a very deep, and I think it's a much bigger pie. Like, it's not the normal pie tin size, it's a little bit bigger. So when I put the pie crust in there, it kind of sunk down some, so I still had like probably a half an inch that wasn't covered, the pan wasn't covered, so I couldn't pour the entire pumpkin pie mixture in there. So next time we'll just make our own crust, put it all together and make it pretty good so that it sits down in there, and then I'll make that deep pumpkin. I gotta figure that out. I've never made pecan pie. Hell, I've never made a pie, period. I'm not a pie person. I've never made pie. So, I'm more of a cook than I am a baker. So I'm having to learn that.
And I'm more of a butcher than a Quizno maker.
But what kind of sides, I'm curious what kind of sides people traditionally have. Like, at our house, we always have mashed potatoes. We always have...
Why do we always have mashed potatoes?
I don't know. We always have dressing, which I don't make my own dressing. Y'all can hate on me all you want, because my people at my house don't mind the box stuff. They like the flavor of it. And if I'm going to work that hard to make stuffing, I'm sure, or dressing, I'm going to screw it up. So, I'm not working on that. So, we usually just do the box stuff on that stuff. But,
she never screw it up.
We also made green bean casserole, and we do skillet mac and cheese. So, those are our big, so we do a lot of starches. Crust is easy. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I just haven't tried making it. So, and I even have, Ladessa has the pie mat to be able to roll out pie crust. We have a really nice rolling pin.
We should be able to make it out of salad.
Probably. So, mashed potatoes, either stuffed mushrooms or stuffed shrimp.
Ooh.
Caramelized onions, mashed potatoes, broccoli. See, broccoli casserole would be another one. Another one that I'd like to do is...
We didn't really go all out on sides this year because we usually have more vegetables.
No. The only other vegetable that we might do would be like corn, and that's still another starch. So we stopped doing corn.
We've had broccoli in the past.
Not for Thanksgiving. But one thing I do want to do next year is Brussels sprouts au gratin. I want to do those like how Crystal does. And then another thing that I saw, and I want to try this. I'm not crazy about cranberries, like the cranberry junk that you get in the store. But I saw somebody posted a jalapeno cranberry sauce. That would probably be off the chain. Because it would be like a candied jalapeno. Like, that would probably be really good. Let's see. I saw mashed potatoes, baked mac and cheese, broccoli cheese casserole, green beans, sweet potato casserole, deviled eggs. Yeah, y'all cook way more than I do. Mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, stuffing, candied yams, chicken and noodles. Cornbread dressing, deviled eggs. A lot of people do deviled eggs.
Hey, here's the thing. I'll say it live right here. I will trade the box dressing for stuffed mushrooms.
No, I like stuffing.
Okay.
Green bean casserole dressing. Is it lefse? How do you say that? Wanderlust and cranberry sauce. Yes.
Talking to you. What do I got to give up to get the stuffed mushrooms?
I mean, I'll make stuffed mushrooms. I'll do that in addition. That's not a big deal. We could do that with Christmas. We could do stuffed mushrooms at Christmas. That would be fine. I do a jalapeno plum sauce, great over ham. Oh, I bet that would be good.
You know what you should have added in there with the turkey? Some of those oyster mushrooms we harvested. Because they would have taken on the flavor of the turkey.
I'm going to try deep fried deviled eggs. I saw somebody posted that.
That's good. You know what, Terry? We got to talking about you around the table tonight.
We were talking about your post, or when you were commenting on the post about the turkey.
About the turkey and wanting to do your own turkey. And we might be willing to help you out with that. Because you got to get so many of them. Maybe, you just buy one from us.
You mean like one processed already?
Or she can buy one processed, or she can buy one once it's past the danger zone.
Once they're like going to die, so.
Once they're past the danger zone. But I'm going to tell you right now, that 14-pound turkey was more than enough. You don't need a big 20-pounder.
Especially, no.
Because it's just you and the two youngins. Even if you brought over your significant other, or even a couple of the kids' friends or whatever, we literally got one. We went through one drumstick. Carol ate a drumstick, and
she struggled with the drumstick.
And whoosh, one breast. We have a tremendous amount of leftovers. Okay, now that we brought up leftovers, it's that time. I am going to explain. I'm never going to make a video out of this. You have to be in my Thanksgiving live to get this. Okay? So here it is. Morgan left early, so he don't get to hear about it. The perfect day after Thanksgiving sandwich.
Do you know I even put it on our menu that's what you're having for lunch tomorrow?
Okay. Now you have to follow these directions to the letter.
Hey, Tinkerer's wife.
Or you're going to mess it up. Okay? And I don't want to see any of y'all cooking channels out there. I don't want to see my turkey sandwich coming out as a video on y'all's channel.
I don't know that all the leftovers will fit in the fridge. We had to empty everything out.
This is what you do. Okay? First of all, you have to decide, do you want white meat or dark meat? Don't be mixing it, because you're going to get two flavors and it's just going to mess it up. Okay? Tonight, for instructional purposes only, we are going to say that we are going to go with white meat. Okay. Also talking to you, Mama Cher. We put out cooking videos too. Now, you take...
I'm taking notes.
A piece of sourdough bread or a piece of white bread. Take that wheat bread and go somewhere else. Bread. Now, if you're a Miracle Whip person, time for you to go. Okay, just right on out the door. Duke's mayonnaise. Mm-hmm. Duke's. Get the Hellman's crap out of here. Duke's mayonnaise. Mm-hmm. You put a good...
Right there. No.
Say some stupid stuff like that again, Samson. I'm going to take your wrench. Rye bread. Good thick layer. Duke's mayonnaise. About 1/4 inch.
Oh, no.
You need a good thick layer. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then, now this is where you have to... this is where you got to kind of be an 80s, 90s kid. Okay? Because this is where...
Never had Duke's. Wow. Already made a turkey salad video. This isn't turkey salad.
Okay. Stop interrupting. Okay. This is where being a 90s kid and being a Nintendo kid, alright, comes in very, very handy. Because your Tetris skills are going to come into play. Okay? Take your turkey. Mm-hmm. Okay? Put it on the sandwich. Now you're gonna have to kind of like wiggle it back and forth so it sets in the mayonnaise. Okay? And get it covered, that whole bread, right? Get you some garlic salt. No, don't be getting the shakes or something and dump like a half of them. Just get you a nice, put body glitter on it, okay? Nice layer of garlic salt, then some pepper. All right?
Now, here's where it gets interesting.
This is where it's important, okay? This is where you can really screw up this sandwich, okay? Now, we all know that the longer our turkey sits in the refrigerator, the drier it will get. Just refrigerator sucks out the moisture. Okay? Now, get the leftover gravy out. Okay? If you're going to eat the sandwich right then and there, you got to bring your gravy, you got to bring it up to temperature. Right? You got to warm it up a little bit. Alright? Once you got your gravy warm, you take another slice of bread. This is no longer bread. Okay? What is this piece of bread called, Robin?
The moist maker.
The moist maker. Okay? take this bread, just like...
Where's the Vegemite in the trash can?
Just like you're making French toast, okay? You drop your moist maker into the gravy. Okay?
On both sides.
Both sides. Let that sucker get saturated. Okay?
That's why sourdough bread is perfect.
Pull it out. COVID. Pull it out. Place it on top
Of the turkey.
Now, this is where I get a little creative. It doesn't really matter what type of cheese you like, but you got to put cheese on it right here. Right on top of the moist maker. Okay? Now, this is where you have to be careful. Okay? Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like green bean casserole, but I do. But this is where you take your favorite side. Put it on top of that cheese. Thin layer. Don't be gooping it up on there. Put it on there. I put green bean casserole. Right now, you don't have a green bean casserole or anything like that. You could put some lettuce, onion, tomato, stuff like that.
Stuffing.
No stuffing.
I like
It's
stuffing.
too much. That's an carb overload.
You're already going to the hospital with clogged arteries. You might as well make it taste good.
Pumping nitro. Bam! You put that on top of the cheese, right? Mm-hmm. Now, another piece of bread. Duke's mayonnaise. Again. Okay? Now, if you like spicy, when you put a little hot sauce or chop up a jalapeno, whatever, sprinkle it on there. Now, put it on top. Now, don't be some Neanderthal silverback slapping your chest and smash it all down. No, because then the moist maker will just ooze out all over the place.
That's not a sandwich. That's a mess.
Okay? Then you have to delicately, like you're eating a hoagie, you have to pick this up delicately. And that first bite, you're welcome. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we have been on for like 2 hours.
You are welcome. It's going to change your life. Okay? It will change your life.
Sounds like the old dogwood sandwich. Will ghost peppers work, or a real pepper? Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. That's
But
what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna make some
foundation with the Duke's mayonnaise. That's why you got to put it on there thick, because when you go to pick it up,
it holds everything together.
it kind of helps hold them chunks of turkey in there, so it's not overwhelmed, because it's not like you're gonna be able to get that same. It's not like it's a turkey slice where you can just lay that puppy in there. These are big. You're gonna have big different chunks of turkey, so you got to use that Duke's like it's like it's mortar.
Mm-hmm. Top with bacon, that would be good. Yeah. A Dagwood. I knew what you were talking about. Yeah. But yeah, and I want to try. I think I'm going to get, so do you heat up the leftovers? That's, Jason and I are different. I heat up leftovers, he does not. But
I heat up the gravy, because cold gravy's nasty.
So the green bean casserole, we don't have any leftover. I'll stick with ham and Miracle Whip. Grilled sourdough like that with turkey and cranberry sauce leftovers. See, so I want to grill it up. That's what I was thinking. It would be good grilled. We might try it tomorrow. But I really want to try jalapeno cranberry sauce. Like homemade cranberry sauce, not like the Jell-O that you get in the store. So it's all cold on his sandwich. Yeah, it's a cold sandwich except for the moist maker. But by the time by the time that it all gets put together, it's not hot anymore. But yeah, even the green bean casserole he eats cold. Which reminds me, I gotta make a whole nother batch of that tomorrow because we just killed it. Yeah, totally killed it.
Totally killed it.
Today, I always, that's the one that I always don't make enough of. Mm-hmm. So if anybody has a cranberry sauce recipe that they'd like to share, you can post it on the Big Bear Nation. I'd be more than happy to try and make it. Because we pulled some jalapenos today that are beautiful. Some black Hungarians. They're really pretty.
Now, after you have said turkey sandwich, if you have any room, and you watched Robin's how to make a pumpkin roll video, and you made pumpkin roll. That pumpkin roll
was amazing.
Straight out of the refrigerator. Okay?
No, I actually put it in the freezer.
No, I'm talking about...
Oh, tomorrow morning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wham. Straight out the refrigerator.
Yeah, I'm fixing to eat some when we go back in the house. I'm hungry again.
I'm not. I'm still stuffed.
Well, see, we eat, I don't know what time everybody eats at. Some people eat at, noon. Some people eat at, 6. Some people eat, we eat, around 2, usually. 2, 3 o'clock. So then we're ready for another wave at 8, 9 o'clock. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up because I've got some pumpkin pie and some pumpkin roll that's got my name on it. Just saying.
Guys, I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you took the time to sit down today and really rejoice and really be thankful for... I know 2020 has been a hard year, but we can quote 2 people here. We can quote Alfred from the Batman series, when he always used to tell young Bruce, he always used to ask him, why do we fall down? So we can learn to get back up again. Or one of the best heavyweight champion boxers in the world, you can quote Rocky Balboa, where he says, it's not about how hard you can hit, but it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Because that is how winning is done.
Hey, J-Love.
And we've been taking it on the chin here in 2020. So take the negative glasses off, put some positive glasses off, and look at some of the good things that have come out of 2020. Being able to slow down and appreciate things. Being able to connect with somebody that you haven't really had the time to connect with in a long time. Take in all those blessings that the Lord has given you this year and rejoice. And rejoice in them. Rejoice. Because remember, it's illegal to say that we worship an all-powerful God and then turn around and believe that he is not an all-loving God. Because he's just as loving as he is powerful. So you guys, happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with us. Enjoy your leftover turkey sandwiches.
If anybody's going Black Friday shopping tomorrow, be careful. God bless you.
Hey! Woo! I was sanding. Okay. Maybe y'all with a safety tip before we... This is a Southern goodbye. Y'all should be used to it by now. When you are refinishing, when you're taking old furniture and you're bringing it back to life... Refurbishing, that's the word. And you are using an orbital sander. If you did not paint said furniture and you don't know what type of paint it is, please wear a protective mask when you are sanding, because if not, you're going to get stuff up your nose, just like I got stuff up my nose, and you're going to be sneezing and snotty filled.
Yeah.
For a couple of days.
He's had a rough couple of days sneezing out junk.
And, so, I think it was, there was some old nasty paint on there, and that's all it was.
No Black Friday here either.
So, you guys remember, be kind to one another. Open up that door. Say some kind words to somebody that looks like they're having a bad day. Love on each other. Remember, God said, love thy neighbor. And from Robin and me, happy Thanksgiving. And we remind you to plant smiles.
Grow giggles.
And harvest the love, baby. Yeah. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the Thanksgiving holiday. Be safe out there. God bless. And we'll see you guys on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be here or be a square, baby. Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
Night.